Hi guys, all of you good afternoon. Guys, today I'm going to executing one more project on AWS by using Terraform. In this project, we are going to deploying a Zomato application in EC2 instance by configuring Terraform. End to end, end to end, I'll show you how to execute the project. Guys, the flow of the project is this is the flow of the project. Yes, guys, this is the flow of the project. Let me explain about this. See, guys, initially we should have one AWS account. After that, we should have key also. Need to be created one key, PEM key or PPK file. Then we need to download that key into our local machine. Then we need to install one Terraform in our local machine. And after that, we need to install AWS CLI. Then we are going to developing Terraform scripts and executing by Terraform init, plan, validate, and apply. By using these commands, we are going to executing Terraform scripts in AWS console. Then the AWS by using AWS services, we are going to creating VPC, subnet, security group, and port numbers, protocols. And here we are using AWS EC2 T3 medium we are choosing. AWS T3 medium we are choosing, and we are choosing OS, Ubuntu OS we are choosing. So once we create this EC2 instance, then we are launching and we are going to installing Jenkins on this mission. So once we automatically the Terraform we execute the scripts. Already I have written the scripts. I'll show you that. Then we are going to downloading the files whatever we are having source code in the GitHub repository to Jenkins. So meanwhile AWS environment or AWS service will create one more server, one more service or one more software in the same EC2 in this institute EC2 instance. We are going to configuring Jenkins, and the same server we are going to configuring SonarQube also. But SonarQube by using Docker container we are going to creating. In the Docker container we are configuring SonarQube. Okay guys. So on primarily we are going to installing Jenkins on EC2 instance. Then by using Docker, after installing Docker, we are going to we are creating a container. Inside that container, we are going to installing SonarQube. So after installing SonarQube, we are going to integrating the SonarQube with the Jenkins. SonarQube with Jenkins. So once integration over, then we are sending the code to GitHub SonarQube. Whatever we got the code from GitHub to Jenkins, then we are going to sending to SonarQube. So once the receive the SonarQube, it will validate and it will analyze the code, and it will check the code quality also. If code quality is okay, if code quality is okay, then it's sent to npm. So this npm using for node package manager. This one using for node package manager. So by this one used for to install related to Java packages, JavaScript and Node.js libraries. This npm we are using for managing packages for JavaScript and Node libraries, and this used for what it will do that, yes, it facilitate dependency management in JavaScript projects. And security also, it will provide faces challenges such as dependency vulnerabilities and miscellaneous packages, and tools we can integrate with the security tools like npm audit to identify and mitigate vulnerabilities in dependencies. And one more, almost, yes, we are using in most of the projects. So yes, by using this npm, encouraging developers to regularly update dependencies and use a secure coding practice to minimize risks. So for maximizing security and reducing risks, this is the advantage with npm packages. So we are going to installing and configuring npm, then it goes to Trivy level. So what is this Trivy? Trivy also is open source. This one used for to check or for scanning vulnerabilities. It used for to scan containers, container images, and file systems for vulnerabilities. Yes, and we are using for database, compares artifacts against database like CVE to identify known vulnerabilities, and use cases integrate to CI/CD pipelines for early vulnerability detections. And most of the benefits here, it helps us to ensure secure container developments, deployments by identifying and mitigating vulnerabilities. Yes, for this purpose, we are using this Trivy. So once it's over, once finding that scanning, once it's a check the scanning, then we are checking that dependencies. By using Owasp, we can check the dependencies. The main purpose of Owasp, community-driven organization focused on improving software security, and it focus much more on provides secure, uh, re- sorry, provides resources, tools, and best practices for web application security. And by this Owasp, regularly we can update the list of critical security risks for web applications. By using this Owasp, the impact of guides organizations in prioritizing security efforts based on common threats. Yes, and the contributions by this Owasp offers freely available documentations, methodologies, and tools to enhance applications securities. By using OWASP, we can get these facilities. So once it's over, then we are going to installing Docker for creating containers based on our requirement. Once it's over, after installing Docker, we are going to adding once again this step for checking the images, vulnerability checkings, Docker images under Docker containers. Once the checks over, so whatever we build the image, then we are going to deploy into the Docker registry. Here we are using public registry, Docker registry. So once it's over, then we are going to creating our custom image, whatever we have code, Node.js application code inside this container. This is our custom container. In this container, we are going to executing that Zomato applications, cloned Zomato application. This is the process, guys. For this process, for executing this project, we are going to using tools. Terraform we are using, AWS CLI we are using, Jenkins we are using, and SonarQube we are using, npm we are using, Trivy plugins we are using, Owasp software we are using, and Docker also we are going to installing, and of course some other indirectly we are using Java and Git also, guys. This is the process. Okay, that's all in this process. Next step, in the next video we will see how to install AWS CLI and Terraform in our local Linux machine. Okay, I'm using Linux machine for executing these Terraform scripts. Okay, guys, thank you.